I wanted to take a little bit of time and go over how to reduce reschedules when you're booking up your appointment. So this is going to be split into three parts. The first part is how to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success before you get on the phone calls. The second part is actually making the phone calls and making sure you're memorable. And step three is going to be on the day of how to make sure that you reduce the reschedules and people last second telling you that they're not able to do the demo with you. So first, before you call, make sure that you read over your script. Make sure you know what's coming next. Know what your schedule is. I like to create a power hour. Evan Keller's really big about this, is making sure that you know how your week is going before you get on the phones. Have a clear goal that you're able to share. So mine was always, hey, I'm trying to do 10 appointments in the next 3 days, and I need to do two more to stay on track for my goal. If you make it something that's small, it's going to help them see how much of an impact they make. And then make sure you're smiling while you're dialing. I know this one sounds a little bit cliche, but your energy transfers through the phone. So you want to make sure that you're building the right energy going into your phone jams. Second is booking the demos. Make sure you offer 2 times, and this creates urgency with your customers. It makes sure that they understand that you're busy, and if they reschedule on you, it throws off your rhythm. So I've seen this a lot, and I'm going to probably link a different video by J. Brad Britton on the ABCs of reducing reschedules. But one thing that he talks about is you want to make sure that you appear busy, because you are, whether you're a student, whether you are doing this as a second job, you're always going to be busy. And so you want to make sure that your customers understand that. So offer 2 times if they're not available at those 2 times, but they're available the next day. Don't accept the time that they want to give you for the next day. Even if your next day is completely empty, you want to make sure that you find a time that works for both of you, but don't be like, oh, I'm going to be available all day tomorrow, so any time works, because then they're going to treat it with less urgency. Book within the next 3 days. After day 3, people tend to forget. If you think about what you're going to be doing next week, you probably don't know that as well as what you're going to be doing tomorrow or the next day. Be memorable and make them laugh. I love to make sure that my clients leave the phone call excited to hear more about what I'm doing. And so I'll try and make a joke that makes them excited. One of my favorite ones is when you get on the phone with them going, hey, so-and-so, this is Eric. I don't know if my name rings a bell, but I was talking to Jazzy the other day. Did Jazzy give you a heads up I'd be calling? And they'll be like, I don't think so. Oh my gosh, she's so fired. No, I'm just kidding. I probably just beat her to it. And usually they'll do a little laugh and it breaks the ice there. And then lastly is to add this phrase near the end of the phone call. So after you thank them, after you firm up the appointment, at the very, very end, you go, hey, thanks again. I just want to make sure that this time really works. I know you'd never do this to me, but last week I was super close to my goal and I ended up having someone cancel on me last minute. It really threw me off for my goals for the week. So I just wanted to make sure that this time definitely works for you. All right, perfect. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you at this time. So that's when you're making the phone calls on the appointment. Lastly is the reminder text the day of. And this is probably the biggest area of opportunity for most people I talk to. And usually when they send the reminder text the day of, it's something that gives their customers an easy, oh my gosh, I forgot, I need to reschedule. Let's do this a different time. Because again, it doesn't create urgency. So don't do a request text. Hey, I just want to see, are we still on for today at 2 p.m.? Because what does that do for your customer? We talked about this in training. It creates a yes or no question. I don't want a yes or no question. I want a yes or yes question. And so do not send the request text. I'm going to give you 2 texts, one to send out early. I recommend doing that before 10 a.m. If you are on the team during a time where Champs Club happens. This is why I loved Champs Club when I was coming up in the business, is it gave me a time every single day from 8 to 9 a.m. where I was making phone calls, I was learning, and then at the end of it, I would just shoot texts to all of my demos for the day. So send one out early in the day, preferably before 10 a.m., and then send one out at the time up. And here's what those texts look like. The morning of text before 10 a.m. Hey, I'm looking forward to seeing you at blank time. Thank you again for helping me reach my goals. And this is really simple, but it again emphasizes that this is something that's important to you, so it should be important to them. And it gives them a reminder without giving them an out. So, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing you at blank time. Thanks again for helping me reach my goals. If you are virtual, 5 minutes before the appointment or at the time of the appointment, hey, blank, I'll see you in a couple of minutes. let me know if you're having trouble connecting to the Zoom or the Google Meet. Again, it gives them another out to go, oh my gosh, yes, I'm having some trouble. If they're scrambling and they forgot about the appointment for some reason, then you're like, okay, well, let me help you out with that. And that way you don't get the reschedules because, again, you're assuming they're going to be on the appointment rather than assuming that they need to reschedule on you. So to wrap it up, make sure to reduce reschedules that you are prepared before your call. If you're not following the script word for word, you're probably going to increase the amount of reschedules because every single part of that script is meant to help you be successful. So make sure you're prepared before the call, set urgency on the phone. Like J. Brad Britton talks about, make sure that you let them know that you're busy and you're working really hard towards your goals. And then make sure that you're reminding them the right way when you're on the appointment. Because if you remind them the wrong way, you're going to reduce the amount of demos you get to do, and you're going to increase the amount of reschedules you see. So those are the 3 tips to make sure that you are crushing your demos. Let me know in the comments if you do have anything else that you need some help with. Obviously, I want to make sure that I'm building value for you and helping you hit the goals that you've created for yourself. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.